Welcome back, everybody. This is a very special Fight and Focus. AEW Dynamite premieres tonight on TNT, on TSN, on ITV, and of course on FITE.tv worldwide. We have Italy, United Kingdom, Chile, Japan, India. There are so many, over 60 countries. I have to have a cheat sheet here because I can't remember all of that. But make sure that you go to FITE.tv and you order AEW Plus. You can subscribe to that like all of those other members of all those other countries have. But right now, I am joined by somebody that FITE TV fans are very familiar with, straight from GCW, from his farewell match in GCW. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the bad boy, Joey Janela. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's really such a historic night. You know, it's just you just feel it in the air in this arena tonight. It's just I'm just glad to be a part of history. I'm just happy to be here.
Now, I mentioned earlier GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. You were a huge part of that. Just had your farewell show. GCW, their shows are not in arenas like this.
No.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But how does it feel for you coming into this? Are there any nerves? Not the first time, of course, that you've been in a big arena, but you're here, you're live on TNT, on TSN, ITV, FITE TV. You're live tonight in front of, what, 14,000 people?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think wrestling in a big arena is easier than wrestling in the small VFWs and the gymnasiums because the people are just so up and close to you,
especially GCW.
Yeah, GCW are right on the ring sometimes, but yeah, and those are the smart fans of the smart fans. So if something doesn't go right there, you're gonna hear it from them. Yeah. Me, I have a good reputation with them. I have good faith with them, so they're a little lenient on me, but some other people not so much. So I think wrestling in a big arena like this just comes easier, and I think I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Like. Just this whole this run, AEW, it's just it's been unreal so far, and I can't wait. You know, when things start pumping out every week on TNT.
Now, you know, we mentioned before about GCW. You bring to AEW, if you want to call it hardcore, extreme, whatever you want to use to describe it. You bring that different side of things to AEW. You know, AEW's kind of, Cody has said in the past, you know, he's creating a buffet for wrestling fans. Are you worried about being pigeonholed in that? Are you looking to, or is that where you're most comfortable?
I'm already pigeonholed.
Okay.
Here at AEW with because all my matches so far they've been crazy. I almost slipped a little bit, but
that's fine. We'll
that's it.
No, we won't beep that out. All right.
Yeah, I mean, crazy fuck fests.
There we go. So we won't beep that out.
Yeah, but no, it's just My fans throughout the years that have watched me grown on the independents, they know that I'm not just a one-dimensional wrestler, that I'm not just a hardcore guy. I like to do that stuff. That's the stuff as a New Jersey, kid born in 1989 who grew up through the 90s. I love the ECW, and when that went away, the CZW came in, and they just stepped it up a notch. I do enjoy that and the deathmatch style professional wrestling, but I've done it all. I've wrestled every guy that's come through the independents and guys from the past, the last 5 years, and I've adapted well, and I've wrestled many different styles. So I'm just looking forward to now wrestling here weekly on AEW, showing the new mainstream fans that haven't seen Joey Janela in a technical wrestling match, showing them the skills I have acquired through the last 15 years.
I was going to say, is that something that you feel like you kind of have to prove to fans?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you have to prove that too? You mentioned, being pigeonholed. Is that something you feel like you have to prove to the office here at AEW?
No, I don't have to prove that. That's the reason they hired me, because I'm multi-versatile in the wrestling ring. The Bucks and Tony and Cody. I've wrestled Cody, and I wrestled all these guys. They know that I could do it all. But now I have to prove to a whole new mainstream audience what I had to prove to an independent audience after I got thrown off the building 4 years ago, that I could do it all, and I can hang with anybody, and I'm not just the guy who gets slammed on the thumbtacks with no shoes on, So hopefully, hardcore sits there for a little bit, and I'll come back to it. But right now, right now, I'm just looking forward to showing showing the world who Joey Janela is.
So you're talking about growing up in the 90s as a wrestling fan. Did you ever think, I mean, you're going live here. We mentioned, of course, FITE TV, ITV, so many other platforms, but you're going live on TNT. It's been almost 20 years since pro wrestling has been on TNT.
Yeah.
You were obviously a fan during the time period when it left TNT. Did you ever think this was going to happen? And could you ever have imagined that you would be a part of this?
I knew I'd be a part of something. I didn't think it was going to be quite this.
No.
No one really predicted this after the first All In show happened. I just was happy that I was included in that All In show last September, and that performance got me a contract here. And I never thought it would be what people were saying. It's going to be some Wednesday night wars, but I wouldn't per se it's that yet. But I wouldn't believe if you told me this 1 year ago, where the position we're going to be in, AEW on TNT, that I don't know if I'd believe them that it was going to be this situation.
And you mentioned All In. You've been a part of this from day one, before it even had a name, AEW. You mentioned you never thought you'd be able to be a part of something like this. What are you feeling? What are there nerves? Is there excitement? What are you feeling headed into? Because this is really, we've had these big events. We've had the 4, pay-per-views, really. This is the start of something huge. As Cody said in the video package we saw before, this is a revolution. This is something like that. What are you feeling being a part of this?
I'm just excited. It's just also my schedule on the Indies since April has been completely insane. It's been a crazier schedule than some of the full-time guys on some of the bigger, the companies who make the bigger paychecks have. My schedule is I'm hardly home, and this is also an opportunity for me just to, come out, and now I can throw all my eggs in one basket on Wednesday nights on TV, on TNT, on FITE TV, and I can just let my body rest. I can focus on getting back in shape, hitting the gym and stuff, and it's just it's going to be great. So I'm excited for it. I'm not nervous at all, and I'm just happy I'm in the position I'm in right now, and I just I can't wait to see how this thing evolves.
Last question here for the people watching at home who fell in love with Joey Janela in places like GCW or on the independents. Obviously that chapter has closed. A new chapter begins tonight with AEW Dynamite. Do you have a message for them, what they can expect from you, any message that you would have for them at all?
I just think just watch, and there's a lot of people doubting me right now on social media, a lot of new fans that are just, that have seen my work here, which has been stellar, but it's been absolutely insane. And, I don't need the insane stuff to get it done in the ring, and just want to show people what Joey Janela's all about, what the independent fans have known about me over the last 4 years, and I just I hope they're ready for Dynamite.
Well, I look forward to watching you show everybody what it is that you have to offer. Joey Janela, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us here. FITE TV, Fight in Focus. We will be right back.